So what does your Linux distro say about you?
Linux distributions, a logical, informed decision for some, or a self-identification mechanism that borderline replaces religion for many. Linux
That is really, really fair. What is this? Can somebody explain to me what happened here, and then what happened here? Am I missing a joke? Because this somehow just seems a little goofy.
distributions often harbor a cult of personality. Before I go on, I must acknowledge, it's actually GNU plus Linux, or as I like to call it, Ligma Balls Nuts. If you're a true 90s...
That actually is that was really great. Okay. I thought he was gonna lean in on the joke, but then just completely bamboozled me, and in fact did not lean into the joke. Thank you, Big Box.
Welcome to
forgot to turn off
Crossco.
alerts.
I love you.
Hey, I love you too, Nano. Well, thank you. Let's go on. Go on.
kid like me, you probably had an old Dell laptop lying around and figured, hey, why not install Ubuntu? Ubuntu is the default armor for 99% of Linux noobs.
I use Pop OS, which is just Ubuntu, but more System 76. I'm okay. You know what? I'm okay being the default Andy. You know what I mean? I'm okay being the default Andy. I've never tried. Pop OS, which is Debian. Yeah, it just is. It just is. You know, I'm not trying. I'm not trying out there. Okay. I'm sure Arch is great. I'm positive it is great. I've just stuck with Ubuntu.
You have no idea what canonical is or what a package manager does. .files,
sure.
Windows didn't let me click on folders like that. You just wanted to open more than 4 tabs on Chrome without your computer having a seizure. Or you want
That actually still happens. I still can't get more than 4 tabs, okay? I still, to this day, can't get more than like 4 or 5 Chrome tabs without my computer heating up. And I forget if I have 32 gigawatts of memory or not, but I have a lot. And it's just wild how much that doesn't work out in Chrome. I don't know what I've done wrong. I don't know what I'm doing. 500 tabs in Firefox? Dude, I cannot. Dude, I can just look at Firefox. That's it. Giga what? Rip Netflix Threadripper. Yeah, rip the Netflix Threadripper. That was one thing that they asked me to give back, which is unfortunate. Okay, they asked me to give back the $5,000 CPU or whatever it was, which, you know, I figured they would just let me keep it. Why not? It's so big. You know what I mean? Why not, right? I mean, technically I haven't given back. It's still right here. And then now my sound's out. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Is this how we're doing it? Hold on. Let me fix my sound. Let me just fix my sound, everybody. Hey, everybody, let me just fix my sound. Hey, everybody, let me just fix my sound. Hey, what day is it? It's a day that's ending in Y, and it seems to suck. There we go. Let's try that. Okay, I just did the old turn it off and on again via the sound properties. If you don't allow audio, sometimes it works. That didn't work. Okay, well, we're now in trouble. We are officially in trouble. By the way, I just want to throw out there, I do know what the package manager does, okay? Okay, just because he said I didn't know what it was and I agreed with him, I actually did know I do know what the package manager does, okay? I do know what it does. It manages packages, duh. Everybody knows that, like that. It's that easy. Wife is the package manager? Okay. Package manager is slang for gay pimp. Is that really it? Is that true? I never knew that. Today I learned. Classic internet bamboozling me. All right, hold on. I gotta go to my computer capture. I gotta go over here. Gotta go to properties. I gotta deactivate. That is the comment you read. Of course, you know, things happen. Are you serious? Okay, let's try to. Okay, let's deactivate the sound again. Now let's allow the sound again. Now let's
that
play.
you use Linux. I'm not judging. Pop OS, the Redditor Ubuntu.
That's already unfair, by the way. Okay, Pop OS is a great. It's great. Okay, it's great. It's not Reddit tier atheism. It's great. Big Box Sweet, we're gonna have to, you know what, Big Box Sweet, hey, Big Box Sweet, where are you? We're taking this offline. I hope you know that. We're taking it offline, buddy. Okay, I love Pop until I threw my stuff in the street. What the hell happened?
You could have chosen Pop OS for the stability, the range of packages, the desktop environment, but you actually chose it so r/ThinkPads doesn't ridicule you when you post a NeoFetch photo of your T470. You still need a cheat sheet to get around your terminal, but you'll yap about freedom of open source and privacy. Glaze stall.
Okay, actually, that's that's pretty funny. I mean, to be completely fair, the Debian side of the Linux land really is it really is the rookie Linux, if you will. I mean, I love it because I don't have to. I mean, it generally just works, and whenever I have driver issues, it always is some stupid C library in which I have to like erase one symlink, put it to a new symlink, and go from like 5.4 to 5.6, erasing symlinks. Oh man, that's just the worst. That's just the worst, but it is a life I've had to live quite a few times. But now look at me. Now I never have to think about it again. I'm not building I'm not building any sort of C or C++ applications right now, so everything just works great. Then you update and you don't remember it at all. The nice part is that generally speaking, I feel like I haven't had much problems with like update. If I just like sudo apt upgrade, generally speaking, everything just kind of works. And I think the one thing that's negative about it is that the moment you need like new Git, you have to go get like a PPA. I don't like the idea of putting someone's PPA on my computer. You know, like putting that as part of my fetch list, because I don't know what's going on in those PPAs. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind having the one that Git recommends. Yeah, give me your PPA, boy. But like, whenever you're just like, I need to download this random thing and then they use just some rando PPA, like that freaks me out. You know what I mean? It freaks me out, okay? It just does.
Installment to absolute eternity. These are the kind of people that'll write blogs on Medium about Linux, but still use a proprietary BIOS. Linux Mint. Your distro is a bootloader for your email and ordering your ED medication.
I did use Mint for a moment, okay? I minted. No, never mind. I did not mint. I mate'd. I did mate for a bit, okay? I did mate. I did not mint. One does not mint, but one does mate.
Too old to play Helldivers or use TikTok, but just old enough to complain about how woke media has become.
Yes. Yes. You don't play Helldivers, but just old enough to complain. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh, that's funny.
When you're not falling asleep to Fox News, you're on the barbecue with the New Balances and white socks.
New Balances and white socks are overpowered, okay? New Balances are great pairs of shoes. You know, I used to work at a store called Big Bear in Billings, Montana, and Big Bear had a shoe section, and I was a shoe engineer, and I sold New Balances quite a bit. You know why? Because New Balances generally are they're just very nice on the feet, okay? They're very nice on the feet. Just letting you know, okay? By the way, I use Arch, by the way. I use Arch. Hey guys, oh my goodness, hold on. I gotta write this down because I had a short idea that we gotta talk about. We'll talk about it afterwards. Okay? Writing it down. Yeah, I write things down now. I buy a lot of Nikes. This is true. Nikes do wear out real fast. All right.
Linux. The thigh-high socks are on, the maid outfit is worn, the furry convention is attended, and the waifu figurines are dusted.
A lot of Miku right there. There's a lot of Miku going on right now, okay? I would say that given the previous amount of things said for Arch users, there's not an Arch user in this channel that's not guilty of one of those, okay? At least one. That Venn diagram of all possible things, you at least fall in on one of them, okay? I know some of you son of a bitches have some Mikus going around, okay? Fuck you, I'm not guilty of any of those. Oh, okay, you're not, oh really? You're not a furry convention enjoyer? Casual furry convention enjoyer? Okay, you doubt right now.
You're probably smart enough to run Arch Linux on a BlackBerry, but not smart enough to actually choose a stable distro. Oh, and the next distro is better.
Not smart enough to choose a stable distro. That might have been the greatest burn of all time. That was the greatest burn of all time, but I will say that I am extremely upset at this image because it goes blue, white, red, blue, white, red, white, red, blue. Like, dude, all you had to do was effing rotate the cube, okay? Why couldn't you just have the cube the same way? Like, why did you have to break? Why did you have to break this? Was this designed for me to become upset at? This American-flavored cube of freedom and democracy. Ah! Yeah, it is even a distro if you don't spend at least 2 hours a week forcing some update on some idiotic anime to text driver nonsense or something. It's not a real operating system. It's not. And you're not even a real engineer if you don't. Real engineers hand roll their updates.
By the way, NixOS. Do you even have the time to watch this video?
Okay, real talk, Nix, not NixOS, but Nix, just like using it. I actually think that Nix might be one of the coolest ideas. Crazy community drama. My goodness, the community. You know, there is something about that long tail of intelligence, which I feel like most Nix users fall under this long tail, that they're also just crazy out here, okay? I don't know what is going on with that community, but damn, talk about making a mountain out of a molehill. Crazy. But Nix is actually probably the most interesting of them all. I love the idea that I can go to a directory, execute a command, and now I'm in like this environment. And then I go to another one, and boom, I'm in that. I'm like in that one. Like, I love that idea, right? I love that. Wait, what do you mean? You're upset about my Z? My Z is perfect. What are you talking about? Okay, my Z's, my 7s. Everyone knows you cross your Z's, you cross your 7s, okay? What are you talking about? Just use dir env? Maybe. Try Nix. Truth. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Everyone knows that. Zulu. Embrace it. Just embrace the Zulu.
There's a fresh new package out already. NixOS users are what happens when you Hubermax and Lex Friedman pill your whole existence.
How did he even find this image? I didn't realize that Lex was also a casual BJJ enjoyer. Just giving Huberman a solid BJJ right there.
Pill your whole existence. Drinking Soylent to save time from cooking, sleeping in the most optimal polyphasic sleep cycles, desk setup configured to maximal ergonomic form factor.
By the way, I don't think this is maximum ergonomic form factor, okay? Do you see this line that's going on with his wrist? Okay, first off, we're slightly tilted in, which means those elbows slightly tilted out. Not believing it. Second off, okay, which is really important to notice, you're resting, okay? Casuals rest, okay? You don't rest. You lift. You lift, you float, okay? And by the way, this is not me. Clearly, you can see this. And thirdly, maximally, the most obvious. Do you see this angle? Does that angle look erect? Does this erection right here look better? This is a proper erection. That is not one, okay? That is not an erection at all. What is this? It's not you. It's an acute angle with your chair. How did you manage an acute angle with your chair? It's crazy what you've just done here. Sitting upon the ball of victory, exactly. Chair dysfunction, dude. Some serious chair dysfunction. By the way, I did see that. Dylan, appreciate that. Nice raid. Thank you very much.
They save all this time, so they have more time to contribute to new Nix packages. At a certain level, you become the operating system. Kali Linux. You either use it for purely professional reasons, or you're a high schooler going through a hacker phase.
When I was in college and I did a class on security, taught by the head of security for Oracle. Right then, it was Right Now Technologies is what it was known as, now known as Oracle. You may have heard of it. And we were required to use Kali. And we were haxing, okay? We were haxing hard, okay? People were using phrases like rainbow tables and shit like that. I've never even hacked in my lifetime, so I had no idea what I was doing, okay? Can't it be midlife crisis in a hacker phase? This could be a midlife crisis, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not a hacker. Okay, you want to watch a hacker? Go watch Thor. I've never been a hacker. Never been a hacker. Not going to be a hacker. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. Thor's a cult leader now. Nice. Ain't nothing like a good old fashioned. Ain't nothing like a good old fashioned cult leader. I'd drink his Kool-Aid. Well, that's something a hacker would say. Okay, calm down.
Get out of that ratty hoodie, put away the anonymous mask, pause Mr. Robot, and go touch some grass. Now you have a slight chance you may lose your virginity in your 30s. That's the closest you're getting to any penetration, testing, or otherwise. Go watch my boy Low Level Learning to actually learn a thing or two.
By the way, Low Level Learning. Hey, by the way, do you know Low Level Learning's first name? Anybody? He says it all the time. It should be Chad Chatterton, Ed. His first name's Ed. Joffrey? No, Ed. By the way, you should watch Low Level Learning. He's really good. Low Level Ed? Yeah. Like the editor? No, like erectile dysfunction.
Learning to actually learn a thing or two. Fedora.
He's really good.
Given how well Zoomers do with the ladies, DTF has become DNF. It's no wonder the art of Linux ricing has fully made a comeback. When your daily workouts...
Hey, at least he went from unsheathed to slicing. Okay, that was pretty sweet. I must say that was pretty sweet. By the way, I've never been a Linux ricer. As you can see, like, I got stock i3. You know, for me, I think the greatest way to use any development environment is, I know this is going to sound crazy to some of you, is just one thing in focus at a time. Optimizing on the single thing in focus at a time, swapping in and out than anything else. I've just never been a ricer. I've just never been one. I'm not going to be one. If you look at anything of the things I do, you'll notice that I use Harpoon for all navigation. So when I want to go to the main file, I'm at the main file. When I want to go to that engine file that I've been working on, or the last things I've been working on, which is input, it's the second one. So it's like I have this really fast switching, and when I want to go to see what you guys are saying, I press 2. right? I have it all mapped out to be one key press at a time. So not only is it one key press to see what I'm doing right here, it's one key press to go to the file that I want to go to. It's also a couple key presses to pretty much swap between projects. So typically I'll have like 2 projects. So let's have Vim with me. I can just go like this and just swap back and forth between them. I even have Harpoon built into Sessionizer so that I can actually map projects to hard-coded keys, and I can do something like control whatever, and it'll jump straight to that project. And it's because like I just really think that just having fast ways to navigate is really, really good. So do I rice my Linux? No. Do I rice my development environment? Yes. I am a full believer in the one button press experience.
Split of muting Asmongold to watch Destiny gets too tiresome? Why not spend your time writing a dissertation on why Fedora is superior? You're the kind of person that spends 5 hours rehearsing how to talk to the cashier. Just because you can't get a date doesn't mean the West has fallen. The distribution, along with the head...
I do love that with Fedora, is that sometimes the Fedora is on the inside of the head. That's what makes it so good with Fedora. Not only do you see some people that are externally displaying their Fedora, but sometimes you know when you meet them, they have one at all times on. It just happens to be in the head.
Headwear attracts a certain type of individual. Gen 2. Whether you were convinced by Luke Smith or his deepfake, you have a well-deserved superiority complex. Gen 2...
What is that? What? Last Miles is all about Gen 2 as well. Last Miles being like the most elite Linux man I've ever met in my lifetime. Last Miles just loves this stuff. By the way, we're gonna get Last Miles on here. He's literally a graybeard. He looks like an actual wizard, except for instead of being a wizard jacket, or a wizard cloak, it's just a bathrobe. Let's give a quick shout out to Last Miles. Last Miles, a really good guy. I've always liked him. I think he's really funny. I think he's really, really smart. Good guy.
Users are what Fedora users aspire to be. They have a great relationship with technology, because half the time their computer is compiling. When it's not compiling, they're probably on Rumble or Odyssey, looking for new ways to mine crypto, or getting very measured political opinions. The handgun...
Rumble. I had somebody from Rumble offer to like manage my channel, like from Rumble, to manage my channel and to promote all of my videos on Rumble. And so I was like, huh. So I went to Rumble and I was just like, oh, this is a crazy website. And now that I see this again, maybe I gotta probably go get them back on. I think I gotta go get it back on Rumble. What the F is Rumble? Rumble is the Truth Social of YouTube. Truth Social is to Twitter as Rumble is to YouTube. Am I fair on that one? Is that a fair take? Is that a fair analogy? No, it's not a fair analogy. I thought the overlap was like pretty good. Very unfair? Really? What's unfair about it? I'm just curious. I thought the overlap on those two were really, really close. But you got to quit saying unbelievably unfair. You got to say what it is. That SIG though, that SIG is sweet. I must say that SIG is pretty sweet. The Venn diagram is just a circle. This is what I think. I mean, in my head, it goes something like this. It goes Mastodon, Truth Social, Rumble. And then obviously on this other side of Mastodon, it's furry conventions. I think this is right. Exact representation. Rust is scary for Zoomers like you. I think it's mostly Zoomers, isn't it? I guess you could then say also that there's this one, unfortunately, you can't do a Venn diagram with this one. But there's also this, which is Kick. And then like this is the Zoomers, and this is Instagram. That's pretty much how I look at this. Is pretty much how I look at social media. But you know what the big secret is? Are you ready for the big secrets? Also TikTok. I guess to be fair, Instagram, to be completely fair, this is millennial. Or here, I'll just call it Y, just to make it easier, right? Millennial, they definitely love the Instagram. TikTok is almost all Zoomers. But here's the big secret. YouTube. YouTube has them all, okay? YouTube contains all of it. They just win. Yeah. Google stays winning. Google's winning. YouTube is all-encompassing overlord. It really is. Really is.
Gun sits neatly next to the Libre-booted X200, and don't you dare think about touching his dot files. Debian, a lot like your distribution.
I mean, at least he's practicing good trigger discipline here. But the man should not be pointing something at that which he does not intend to shoot, which I assume he does not intend to shoot his camera.
Touching his dot files. Debian, a lot like your distribution, you're old and reliable, but just a touch out of date. Buys everything in cash, only drives cars from the 90s. No smart home here, locks the door with a...
By the way, I will say that driving 90s car / early 2000 car is definitely the wave. I have a 2004 truck, Chevy something. It's a flatbed. There's no more. The Chevy logo for what it was is gone. My guess is it's some sort of Silverado. It's beautiful. It's absolutely amazing. That's my, okay? 2-seater, wonderful. Hold on, someone's saying something and I don't know what it means, but I'm just going to ban whoever this guy is. Whenever someone comes in and spams a bunch, my immediate thought, he's just probably saying something racist. Just saying something racism going on.
The good old-fashioned bolt can only work with monitors with this aspect ratio. If it's not from the farmer's market, it's not going in his mouth. Are you tired of being dunked on?
Okay, that last one was a little insulting. He did manage to insult me a little bit. Okay, farmers markets make great food, okay? Farmers markets make great food, and I feel like that's inappropriate just to be dunking on it like that, okay? Many people of many different distros can enjoy a good farmer's market. I eat only from farmer's markets too. Do you use Debian by any chance? They're describing a healthy, balanced, financially responsible person. I don't see an issue with that. Yeah, I see no issues here. Drive an older car, eat at farmer's market, probably exercises, rides a road bike, definitely a road bike, probably a fixie. Can we be real here? It's probably actually just a fixie.
On because of your poor choice in distros? Have you tried becoming smarter by trying out the sponsor of today's video, Brilliant.org? Brilliant is a learning platform with thousands of lessons in math and science, and caters to learners of all levels from novices to experts. Trying to learn STEM topics can be quite boring. Most of the material online is catered for an academic and theoretical audience. That's where Brilliant comes in. Brilliant uses a learn-by-doing approach, which is a lot more engaging and makes the material stick a lot better. Even better is the fact that Brilliant designs their courses in digestible chunks.
Whoa.
Even better is the fact.
Did we just get a Brazil mentioned? Boys, did we just get a Brazil mentioned? I think we did. Brazil!
That Brilliant designs their courses in digestible chunks, which makes learning a lot more approachable and way more easily integrated into your daily life. I've been using Brilliant at the cafe while I'm waiting for my coffee, or even at the gym in between sets. Recently, I've been trying to get better at data analysis, and as a result, I've been using Brilliant's data courses.
Oh, interesting.
Brilliant takes you across everything from Bayes' theorem.
Big Box Sweet, right now, what have you learned about data science? You're in here. Tell me right now. Tell me. Big Box Sweet, tell me. Are you actually feeling like you're learning data science? Cotton 4K, let's go. Oh, he just left. Ah, dang. He just left the chat. I didn't know. He just left now in the chat. He's probably talking to a woman now that he's using Brilliant. Conveniently missing when the hard questions get hit. I don't understand. You don't use Brilliant / Big Box Sweet.
To multiple linear regression. Brilliant also
Guys, I'm trying to get married. Let me cook. Okay, my bad. I'll let you get married.
uses real-life datasets in their courses. They also deploy a range of learning techniques, with interactive diagrams, quizzes, and experiments. This has made learning easy, quick, and most importantly, fun. Don't believe me? To try everything Brilliant has to offer for free for a full 30 days, visit brilliant.org/bigboxsui.
Brilliant.org/bigboxsui. Sui, obviously standing for sweet, wet-ass engineer.
The link is in the description. You'll also get 20% off the annual subscription. Thank you so much to Brilliant for sponsoring this video, and thank you for your time. I am Big Box.
He is Big Box. The man, the myth, the legend, Big Box. Thank you, Big Box. That was good. I think you're mostly accurate on all of those, except for the fact that you said that Debian users are just financially concerned, healthy individuals, okay? I feel like that can happen in other distros. Just saying. Just saying. The name is, do you see this Venn diagram? This Venn diagram describes social life. Oh, you're wondering where X is? X, well, the problem is the hard part is I couldn't really draw X because X, I don't know if you guys know this since we're here, is let's pretend here's X, or Twitter as some people call it, okay? Inside of X is, in fact, this may sound crazy, is Mastodon. Because whenever you post on Mastodon, you take a picture of your Mastodon post and you post it on X to show people that you don't use X. I don't use X. I totally into Mastodon. X is for losers. I hate Elon Musk. Communism. Standard Mastodon behavior. Legit.